Alrighty, welcome back to the CCS Championship. I'm back with Hell Monkey Man for one more game. Here is Illinois, the 4 seed. In the Middle West takes on number 5, UT Arlington, the rights to play Akron in the round of 16.
Oof, that's quite the gift, I guess, if we have to put it up to that. So Akron on the other side of things, but right now you got the Fighting Illini and you got the that is UTA Mavericks. So let's talk about them. UTA dropped only one during the regular season. They went perfect through the non-conf, and then they fell to GCU White. Then into their conference championship, they fell to GCU proper. So apparently, if the letters are GCU, it scares the Mavericks. So whatever. But we gotta talk about a little bit of some conferencing that ended up happening between these two in non-conf play, because it was 3-0 by the Mavericks in that first couple of weeks. So this is a run back between these two teams. It's kind of a rarity around here.
It really is. This is not supposed to happen in a normal bracketing process. I messed up in making this bracket and forgot to check the non-conference rematches. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it has happened. And Illinois will take on UTA here.
It'll be fine.
Illinois started off the season rough, but they have since bounced back. Peaceful is a hell of a player, and he's done some great things this program. Hopefully that continues. They've had a couple of upsets in the tournament. They got knocked out last season in the first round to number 13. Louisville is a 4 seed, so things could go south for the Fighting Out, and I hope tonight's their first ever tournament win.
This will be very interesting too, because I've been watching them, the Illini, especially again from like the Indian standard, and they have not done too well at that D1 level. They are fighting against some of the best that's out there in all of CRL, but they know how to find the ability to kind of gut check themselves. In the regular season, they fell to the Nittany Lions, and then when it came to the conference championship, they took them down 4-1. So solid bounce back by this kind of squad, finding that ability to overcome what was before. And then they ended up just a bit short against Maryland. And Maryland, the Terps, they have been on a tear recently at those higher divisions of CRL. So love seeing what the squad can do. I'm just wondering if they're going to bring it out tonight, because they have to undo the history that exists between these two programs.
Definitely do. And again, Maryland, good to mention that. I mean, again, Big Ten tournament champions. They dominated that Big Ten tournament. They moved on last night past Tennessee, and I think they can go in a deep run in this tournament. We'll have to wait and see, though. But tonight, Illinois and UTA, I think Illinois wins it, but we'll have to wait and see. Both these teams have not had success in this tournament. This will be the first ever tournament win for either UTA or Illinois. So again, someone's going to pick up their first ever.
That'd be huge, especially because you're seeing right now, like Illinois, haven't seen them go like super deep for at least a few of their different conferences. But I feel like this is one of those kind of turning points. You're seeing the growth that's happening during the summer. Illinois, they're kind of on my rocker, but UTA has had that legacy. It may not be as strong, but their CCS summertime has been really good here in the nation. So I feel like Illinois is obviously not going to sleep on a new one. They've probably put in some of the most time out of most of these teams that are still left, trying to prove that they can be able to find momentum going into the fall, especially. So why not run with the Heat? Why not be able to run with the Mavericks? It would be poor form to sleep on Illini if you're UTA, and I'm sure they're ready for them as well.
Let's wait and see. I think they are as well. I think this is going to be close. We've had only 4-2s this round outside of the sweep last night from Maryland. That's 4 in a row now, where we've had the game 6. And if you missed early in the stream, again, number 8 North Carolina took Akron to game 6. He was 2-time defending national champions and took them to game 6. It really should have gone to 7. You watched the end of that one on our stream, and North Carolina got scored on with 0 seconds up to tie. They lost in overtime, but it really should have gone to 7.
Yeah, I'm going to take full blame for that one, Nation, because I said game 7 and I put like 3 or 4 question marks in the chat. I'm pretty sure I messed up there. So if we can blame you for the rematch of this one from non-conference to this round, that game 7 not happening is on me. My bad, gang. So, what beard oil do I use? I don't. It just grows like this crazy curve. I can't stop it. Please send help. It won't go away.
You should shave it before November. Why did it all go?
That's still so far away. This thing is gonna be like covering my eyeballs, man. I'm gonna look like a dude just like at the hedges, but it's just gonna be giant and red. But make sure you guys definitely cheer for your gang. UTA, get loud for the Mavericks. Illini, I know you're fighting out there. There's plenty of you that show up for basketball. You can do the same thing for this as well. So we're just waiting for one team, I guess, to show up in the lobby. We're right on cue, freckle past the hair to be able to get this one down. So we'll be starting pretty soon.
Just all Illinois players are sitting in training right now. They're probably just getting on, if I had to guess. They might have all just gotten on and getting warmed up. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully they're all ready to go here soon.
Yeah. So we'll be into that. What's so then the last one for the night? I won't be on for that one. NAU versus Cal Poly. That'll be a fun one. I've seen a lot of that kind of Western Division style of play, and NAU has been pretty prolific. Those Lumberjacks have been very good. Actually, first time I ever got to see them was actually in Valorant. So seeing them evolve into that kind of Western qualification when they do their esports U as well. Super good to see them out there. When is going to be our next rounds of this too? I think you said next Friday or this Friday?
Yeah,
right?
So next Friday, August 1st, it's the round of 16. There'll be 2 streams with 4 games on each of them. And then on Saturday, August 2nd, will be the round of 8. So the regional finals will take place on that Saturday, and the final 4 will take place Sunday in the championship right after. So it'll be a fun weekend.
Wow. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are ready for it because we just got all our teams as well. So as we prime all these first rounds going to that second one, we still got to find out who's going to go have a date with the Zip Zaps out of Akron. It's going to either be the Illini or it's going to be some UTA. I had a couple buddies that went over there actually way back when. So old gang, rise up. We've been with Mavericks for a long time. I'm feeling like this one will finally get us to 7. I think we've saved a good one for this time slot. Yeah,
we'll wait and see. I think it could. Again, I've got some friends that just graduated from UTA that I went to high school with. So I know people that have went to UTA, and I've had a couple of really great teachers over the years that went to UTA for a degree. So 5 minutes till back of the clock. We're underway in game number 1, UTA and Illinois in a 4-5 match.
So right at the middle ground. No upsets here. It's just work. Just performing. You've got Osho, Juicy, and Peaceful there for the Fighting Illini, and for UTA you got Nava, NK4K, as well as Random. So got to keep this one consistent. I feel like this one is going to be a very fast-paced game. We had a lot of control in our previous one. The scores might get ran up pretty quick between these two.
And UTA won this match in week 1, 3-0. And so tonight's a new slate here for Illinois. They, again, haven't had much tournament success. They got knocked out in the first round. And both their tournament appearances back in the fall and spring, they were upset by number 13 Louisville in the spring of last season. That's good from Peaceful. Mark it 1-0.
That's how you knock them out. That's how you get one on. Illinois. This is a team that's been fighting against some of the best out there, and all of that has been working out. A huge buffer zone to make that slap-happy shot. And that's going to be the first one here for the Illini.
4:08 to play in Illinois. Lead us by 1 after 60 seconds. And UT Arlington now going to trail and come off a conference tournament final appearance. They lost to Grand Canyon in 6, and now NK trying to get back to it. But immediately broken up by Peaceful, and he's tried to snipe the net, a duck down for Ocho, couldn't get it to fall. We go back to 1-0.
If Osho had maybe like 15 more boosts, he might have been able to adjust and get above that ball, but he was a bit more behind it. So that shot ended up going just to the top of the glass. So he had to wait for hexagons. That is going to be a nice rotation. You get rid of the third man. NK4K has to step up a bit faster. He finds his own demo, maybe trying to be able to hook shot this one. Fantastic control. We're all knotted up.
3:26, it's NK on the first for the Mavericks. 1-all, 3:26. Peaceful at a full tank. You got burned.
That was a wonderful layback. That little lift created just enough separation. It was about 1.5 car high length, and then they just tapped it back. Oh my gosh. All right. So both these teams, I knew it would be a duel. It may not get super high numbers, but they're definitely bringing some very quick rebuttals. Osho's just looking for a solid beamer, but Random finds it. But Peaceful, he's going to lay him to rest.
That's Peaceful again. They suck it of the game here, and that was a near own goal by Random. Shy sets up the open target. Peaceful makes it 2-1, 3:10 to go.
Juicy was in the right place at the right time right there, Nation. He was just driving away, and if that ball hadn't gotten right off of his right side, it would actually have boomed away. And this is a freebie. Oh boy. Peaceful. He's already got a hattie. We're less than 2 minutes in.
3:07. It's Peaceful from the corner. Snipes it 3-1, and it's a 3-1 lead. Peaceful's got a hat trick.
That's one of those you got to cover down with. I know that the boost was on the opposite side corner of the pitch, but that's one where if they separate, especially from the initial faceoff like it's happening right now, then you've got to go and win that touch, or you at least got to be prepared. Random is going to slow things down, but for the Mavericks, they've been put into the stable. These horses got to get running. This is going to go backboard, and guess what? NK4K, he's aiming for a head of his own. He's going to be short, but he gets this within one.
NK's got a second into the backboard, turns it through for a double, and Osho got a half second too late to the save, and it's a 1-goal game.
Fantastic. All right. I love seeing the future, because as soon as I saw both these teams and the way they were rotating and hitting pace, just, oh my gosh, love the ability that we're getting out there. But that's a third. Nava, he'll make up. NK4K, they got it the distance, and he was not going to let his teammate be disappointed.
No show picked up the save that time on NK's double, but it was immediately opened back up for Nava, who's been a CRL legend for however many years now. He's been a part of this program, and 2:44 left to go. He's gone through so many different additions to this UTA roster, and now this is his last rodeo, I think.
I like what you did there. Maverick, rodeo, solid. That was good. Osho.
That wasn't in any contest.
Oh! What? Oh, my Lord. Osho near about did it all to him. He went 1v3. Teammate was there. Now they're trying to keep it going. Illinois trying to survive on this forward half with very little boost, but then they steal it away from the Mavericks. The Mavericks kind of wiping their brow right now as Nava takes a second, takes a step. And you would think a 3-1 lead would be safe, but at the pace and velocity these guys are traveling, I think not.
Yeah, nothing's safe. I mean, again, we've seen now Peaceful the hat trick, NK's on hat trick, watch with 2, and Alpha picks up 1. I mean, again, these offenses are going neck and neck here in game 1 in a high scoring affair.
A tug of war done at Mach 5. I don't think that would be very good for any kind of physics, but it's definitely at least running quickly, and it has been such a spectacle. Peaceful wants to get a fat pace. Oh, one extra touch too many. Juicy ends up backwards. Osho's facing his net. This is going to be a very difficult defensive effort. He still gets it out. Random with a setup to someone who's hoping he would get it to NK4K, but just can't quite get there.
Peaceful a little high and wide as well. Nava will pick up the save once across the clock. Juicy Bird over 1 has no help. Now an open break for Nava. He's going to have a second.
Ain't no way. Hold up. Let me see this one again. Juicy trying to find Osho, and that was just an overread. You had them kind of cooked right in front of that midfield line, and Nava's looking for a chance to just run with the ball. He didn't expect that he would have no one in front of him. So UTA will take the lead for the first time here in game 1.
A 3-0 run, too, for UT Arlington, trying to make it a 4-0 run. Peaceful going to find Juicy Berg into the goal line. This one cleared away. Is NK off the save. Osho for the sidewall, trying to find Peaceful. 45 to go. He's got boost. We'll get one more touch here. Flip reset. Gets under 1 hat's help. Juicy Berg a fake. Peaceful taking his time over 2 hats. An extra helper and still couldn't get it on target.
Everyone's playing with moon shoes on, man. What we go? We went from super fast to super slow-mo. 30 seconds left. Illinois seeing this one taken right out underneath their feet. Juicy's going to try and set up Peaceful. He's been the lone Illini that's been able to get onto the board. He's done it thrice. He needs to do it one more time to send us to bonus. 10 seconds left. Nava locked at the hip with Juicy. Osho will be able to take that boost. It's a 3-man rush out by the Illini. Random trying to take it away. That'll do it. It'll be UT Arlington. They take the opening salvo, and they'll get in game 1.
Game 1 goes to the Mavericks after a 3-1 hole, as Illinois had pretty good control early on, but again, UTA stepped up big in the second half and got a hat-trick watch for NK Nava to come through late.
Just finding moments when they need to the most, and sometimes it's not about doing amazing things consistently. It's just about doing the right things when you need to. So job well done. So can the Illini simply put that one to bed, not worry too much about it, and get over to a game number 2? We will find out here momentarily as we go into it. And so, I mean, Nation, we've seen already, from Winthrop, that the first game, meh, like whatever. Get yourself into the game. For UTA, they may have done it even faster by simply absorbing what Illini or Illinois threw out first and said, "All right, we're coming back online."
That they are, and we'll have to wait and see how they go in game 2. Again, if this one goes for UTA, things can shift, but we'll have to wait and see how Illinois attacks this one after a 3-1 start, but a 4-3 finish to an L.
Illinois wants to start off exactly how they did in that first game. But they're going to have to wait their freaking turn. UTA, that's NK4K fighting Nava. That's the in combo.
4:52, and the Mavericks lead by 1, 8 seconds in. And again, Hellmark Command, it's just right back to where they started. Nava, his third of the night.
Subpar state. Oh, that's rude. Oh, the double I has something to say about that. Nava got 15 out of his mind. Juicy just waiting on
That's
NK4K
insane.
to make a move.
Holy, he got up the ceiling there too and got back down to it.
The dude is Spider-Man, all right? Someone may be wearing the PJs in this lobby, but he's the superhero right now.
He's just one of the best players in this league, and he's still fun to watch. But again, he's led this team, Illinois team, to the tournament multiple times. But they've never been able to get past the opening round. So again, you can say the legacy that Peaceful has established here for Illinois and CCS. But what good is it if they can't win in the postseason?
Oh, there was so much respect as well, but Juicy's kind of waiting on that chance. Osho just sends a dinger across this front goal line, and so UTA got to be sweating bullets just a tiny bit. They're definitely sitting to that goal line. Look how literally no one is elevated. You have Random. He doesn't have much in the tank, so this is all of just kind of a positioning situation. Nava's going to lead the charge. That is great navigation by Osho, rather, as they just try to kind of get around these Mavericks, but they're right back to work.
That they are, and again, we've got a couple of schools in CCS that are from Illinois. You know, Illinois, Northern Illinois, Eastern Illinois, DePaul, and Northwestern.
Just throw a dart. You're gonna get a school from Illinois that's playing Rocket League. there's a lot, and they do very well. I think there was at least 5 that were in the national going in May. So there's a nice pedigree, but you're also gonna get players like this. NK4K side of UTA. Slap one down, Random on the fake out. What a bump off of Osho.
That's his third of the night, and only NIU and Illinois have been tournament bound. The others have never seen postseason play, but 3:26 to go, and UTA back on top by 1.
UTA looking like they are applying the similar stuff from what they did in game 1, biding their time, waiting for absolute optimal moments to take a strike. NK4K trying to see if he can get everyone to hit the brakes and stall. Juicy, oh no, baby girl, why? Random will find this one. Check out the flip.
Random Shy's first of the night. That's a 3-1 lead now for UTA. We saw this one reversed in game 1, and the comeback was good as gold. We'll see if Illinois could make that happen to fruition again.
I feel like Illinois is kind of overrunning themselves. I like the speed. Obviously, they're very visceral and volatile when they can get it to work, but the gameplay is much more in the hands right now of UTA, and that's exactly coming through that kind of experience you're talking about with Nava. NK4K is an obvious threat. Mavericks are looking very strong to just deny Illinois from operating, but Peaceful, he's at least putting a lob shot. See if this one runs loose. It does, but they will answer that defensive call.
2:30 left to go. Osho lost control in midfield, set for Peaceful. Goes high here, flip reset. Couldn't get under Nava. Now Juicy Berg from the wing. Up the left wall, 20 moves, half the game gone into a double, looking for a triple touch here. The drop down, good. 3-2. What a play.
They just let him play. Dude tied up his shoes and said, hold up, I got this. 3 extra touches, slinking it down. If you go uncontested like that, obviously he's just gonna drop one in the bucket. All right, well, way to wake up, nation. Illinois was looking a bit sad for a bit, especially letting 3 go in a row.
That's a big time play there for Juicy Berg, and now Illinois right back in it. With 2 minutes to go, they're down by 1. We'll see if the Fighting Illini can show some more fight here.
Got to go to war with these hands. They're rated E for everyone out there. Juicy Berg couldn't quite slot that one center. Osho getting deleted, and Peaceful, he just wants to guide this one safely to the side. He didn't have to make an extra effort, but he ends up on the bench for the moment. You see one player sweeping that goal line all the way back. Less than 100 to go. Nice little pinch. NK4K will grab boost. He gets a touch of the ball, and this is going to become a lackluster possession right now for Illinois.
1:25 to go. Juicy Berg into the corner. Set up for Nava, now back for NK. The clear will come through. 1:20 left to go. And UT Arlington still lead us by 1. And Illinois needs something to go their way here soon.
Big steal, 70 seconds, and Osho. Oh, look at the pre-positioning you're getting out of Nava. Juicy on the fake out. He forces Random to at least come up, but he had to respect his positioning. This is going to be a double no, but it's going to be a... Nava is in an awkward position. He will use everything in his tank left to make sure that Illinois does not get a counterplay. Juicy be strobing behind, picking up boost. Peaceful will find that corner. He's going to hand it right back over to Peaceful, who's got an option in the form of Osho. Random will fully commit. That's a nice flick. Nava sends it to the corner. Peaceful has to beat Nava. Juicy with the soft set. He will take possession again. We're at a half minute remaining.
30 seconds left to play. Nava off the sidewall here. Illinois still need 1 here down with 24 to go. A must-see for Osho. Gets us to midfield. Has Peaceful there. Beats the defender. We'll get back to the ball off the ceiling for Peaceful. Couldn't get by the first defender there. Now we'll clear the pressure. 13 to go. The clock starts to tick.
Flip reset for Nava. Fantastic pass. It will be shut down. Did they overcommit having 2 upfield? No, because Random Shy, even with having nothing in the tank, did the job necessary. That'll be UTA. They go up 2-0 in the series. This one has been much higher scoring, but at the end of the day, the 1 goal diff is all that matters.
All that matters indeed. UT Arlington take a 2-0 commanding lead.
You're able to get up there. The first couple of games, you can let loose on best of 7s, but you don't want to let that be the consistency. So, Nation, we're seeing this one tighten up. Peaceful had to go much more defensive. He had 3 saves, hitting that savior medal while only getting 1 of the goals. And Osho kind of looked a little bit lost. He's got the better ping out there. Make sure you use the best of that you can. He was looking much more dark horse, trying to kind of work it around between the field. And apparently we also got a quick reset, so Juicy's resetting his router. I was hoping that 272 wasn't his constant operating state. UTA looking very strong right now.
Absolutely. Again, the UTA is again about 2 games away from their first tournament victory. In Illinois, another unfortunate showing.
Goodness gracious. They were like, what's he got? A Spectrum fiber? He's like, nah, he's on Cricket Wireless. Like, that's a phone provider. He's on a hotspot. Oh my God. Good Lord. Well, we're going to get into this next game, and hopefully everyone's on the right ping moving on in. So I love seeing what these guys got to deal with. Just like, I want to play the game. Please stop letting me have terrible Wi-Fi. Ugh, trying to pull a Willis. All right. Well, Illinois got a lot of work to do. So this great state of Texas is trying to dig out a win, see if that's possible. I mean, this one looks the most likely, but this slowdown right now acts as kind of a pseudo technical timeout, so it allows Illinois to kind of chill out.
Absolutely, and it looks like Texas Rugby Community's happy with this one so far, as UTA is got a 2-0 lead, and there's some new Texas schools coming to the league in the fall, so there'll be more Texas schools to follow.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So we're gonna wait it out and see what happens. Okay, I need to know. Do you have the coldest take in the book? Is Akron going to three-peat? Is that your big bold beautiful prediction, or do you have a dark horse? Who would be like the one that comes out of maybe either nowhere or maybe just in the middle of the pack for you?
Well, I said it at the selection show the other night. I feel like I have to stand on my point. Akron
Okay.
will not three-peat.
Okay. Well, who stands between them and not?
Well, there's a team up in Syracuse, New York that could win. There's a team, I mean, Florida could potentially win. San Diego State is a heavy favorite, I feel like, to win this tournament. Zap, Sean B, those kids are disgusting. They could win. There's a lot of teams that really could make a run, and you just watched Akron get a scare tonight at the opening round. It's never a good scene for a team that's gone back to back, but you can't. Here's the thing with CCS in this tournament, you can't. I said it last season when Akron was struggling in the tournament all the way through. You can't ever count them out. You just can't. And
Yeah.
they were struggling against Missouri. They were struggling in the round before that against like a 4 seed, and they were getting through. They were trailing in all of those series, and they still got through, and they dominated Michigan State in the final. You can't ever count them out. But I feel like this season, it's hard to Triple Crown to go 3 in a row. It's just hard. And it would be crazy if Akron does pull out the Triple Crown, but I don't see it happening.
Ooh, okay. I mean, they did have, what was it? I think they had like a tough round with, what was it, Drexel? No, that was a different one. I was trying to remember who they had like a really, really like close play with during the regular season. But because this is, I think, one of their 2 teams, and either way, like this is like they've been really good. And sometimes people judge like, all right, they're playing close, they're playing low, they're not like being dominant. I feel like that kind of plays into just getting some of the extra reps, like giving yourself a chance to kind of complete the job, but give him more practice. Because if you just outright kind of just sprint past people, you don't get the same repetitions that a lot of other teams get. But also, if you're just good, you're good. So I don't know. I feel like I want to see a lot more Maryland, because Maryland has been McNasty for a while.
It'd be so cool to see Maryland win. I've been best friends with Hexy for so long. It'd be so cool to see them win. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this tournament goes. And Maryland now has to get through. I don't even know who they play next.
They're either Iowa State or South Carolina, right?
Yeah, that's a tough game. If it's Iowa State or even South Carolina playing on a high, beating Florida, winning the SEC tournament, that's a tough game. They get through that. I mean, it's the East Regional Final with Akron, or Midwest Regional Final with Akron, so their road's tough.
I think we're in a perpetual death spiral with whatever's happening with this freaking router. It's over.
That'd be Jover for him. Well, yeah, I mean, again, tournament's stacked. In the fall, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of high-level programs coming back, and a lot of new schools joining the league. So it's exciting to be part of CCS moving forward.
That's going to be when do you guys start the post summer season, like going to the fall?
August 31st is when the fall will kick off.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
So
is it going to be the same form, same function, same format? Anything changing?
Everything. There is one change. It's not gone public yet, so I can't talk about it.
Oh, no secrets. Oh no. Okay.
I can show you. I can show you off camera, but I can't say it. I can't say it on live.
Guys, I'm about to see so much cool stuff. You got to be part of this. You got to come in.
But it's something to do with the conference tournaments that are changing.
Ooh, that's gonna be sick. Okay, who on Illinois is on McDonald's? That would be juicy. So, someone go get him Walmart Wi-Fi. That might be an upgrade.
Yeah, he's going through it right now. It looks like hopefully he's back with us here soon, so we can continue this series here and get on to the rest of our night. As NAU and Cal Poly awaiting the end of this one.
Never ask what happens in Dave's hot chicken bathroom. What is happening?
Isn't that Shaq's restaurant?
Yes. Look, this is what happens in every collegiate esport ever. Probably every sport, but at least esport. You let the two teams sit in a lobby having to wait and it's just degeneracy. It just devolves completely. There's a high percentage of lobbies where, like, if we have to wait at all, they always ask the moderator for feet pics. Like, for some reason, that just is like the default. Y'all crazy out there.
Right? It's crazy.
We have an ETA. I have no idea. All right, so Peaceful's texting Juicy. I pray this is not a forfeit. Do we allow 2v3s? Do they have a sub?
I think they do have a sub if it does.
Who's their sub? Who we got?
I actually don't know. Looks like it's Prism. It's Prism.
Oh, it is Prism. Yeah. Oh, but Berg is the sub. Isn't Prism the main?
I think it's like, I don't even know. I think it's like
they're rotating him like a fourth man.
Yeah, kind of type. I think it might be kind of one of those things where it's Peaceful and Osho, then it's one or the other.
Okay.
Oh, Berg's on Discord.
Okay. Do it. Well, but you could also be on Discord on your phone. So.
True. But yeah, chat. Yeah. Sorry about the delays. We're trying to get this thing continued as fast as we can, but the fall super exciting. It's around the corner. August 31st to start. The tournament takes place November 14th to the 16th. $500 in pricing for the winner of the top four, and there should be well beyond 180 schools. My goal is 200.
We're gonna start getting all the private schools. Actually, wait, that's the one rule. You can't be private school, right? Can't be.
It has to be a D1 school, NCAA Division 1.
Are none of the Ivy League schools are D1, right?
Yes, they are. They are D1.
They are. Oh, that'd be. Get Brown.
We've explored the Ivy League in terms of expansion.
Yeah. That'd be sick. Can you imagine that?
There are 5 out of 8 of those schools with teams. It is possible to pull it off. But again, those kids are way more focused on their degree and their education than they are Rocket League. And
I mean, there's got to be at least like 3 hooligans at Yale that want to do Rocket League. It
is possible. But I think Yale, Brown, Dartmouth, Harvard, and there's one other one. It's not Princeton. It's not Columbia. And Yale. Wait, I said Yale, Harvard, Dartmouth, Brown. There's one other one. It's not Columbia. It's not Princeton. It's whatever the other one is.
Fuck. Well, hold on. Let me look. All Ivy League schools. We got
UPenn. It's UPenn. I think it's Pennsylvania. Is the other one. I think it's UPenn.
Around Cornell. Maybe.
I don't think Cornell's. I think it's UPenn with Yale.
Okay,
Harvard,
UPenn.
Dartmouth and Brown.
Okay. See, I would love to dunk on a future senator / lawyer. That would be such a great call.
Just get Yale.
Mr. Berkowitz is going up for a dunk. Oh, look, your son, the future CEO, missed open net.
Let's stay away from politics here, but it would be fun to have the Ivy League part of CCS. Maybe in the future that'll happen, but we'll wait and see. That's part of the expansion plan eventually, but we'll see.
It'd be cool. Yeah. Let's see. Well, we've gone through.
Let's see.
This. Not even sure that they got the What? I haven't been paying attention to their chat. What happened here?
Champaign is where the University of Illinois is located.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that is a place.
Oh, he's watching the game. So we got 4 seconds away from kickoff.
Cool. We'll see if it doesn't come in. Gonzalez said that they could play. So, in the chat right now. I believe in you, Gonzalez. I've heard your clutch.
Prism has a J asterisk B. It looks like his brother's cooked.
Yeah,
I gotta censor that word for purposes. Can't say it.
Jabe. Okay. It's tomorrow, Thursday.
Yep.
Oh my God, this week is going by at a snail's pace.
We got one game on the schedule tomorrow as of right now, or two games.
What we got? What is it?
Louisiana and East Carolina at 10 Eastern, followed by San Diego State and St. Thomas at 11.
You know what you should do? As like you could do this as like, because I know that you guys do like the council to be able to kind of set up all the tournament, right?
Yeah.
You should do a quiz for knowing all the mascots.
I would kill everybody in that.
Well, okay, now wait. Now some of the schools change their mascots for the esports programs.
I mean, like their actual mascot, though. I know everything.
You just know? Oh,
I just know.
All right.
I know ball.
Okay, well then you could be the judge, all right? Because you're also making the spreadsheet, so like, you already know.
I also follow collegiate sports. I know ball.
I mean, fair. Most people do know ball. All right, hold on. I'm gonna quiz you now since we still have time.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bet.
All right. Here we go. All right. Ooh. All right. That one literally has it in its name. Let's do Nevada.
They're the Wolfpack.
Okay. That one's easy. Oh, Jackson State.
Gamecocks.
Okay. These are weird, man. Sam Houston State.
Bearcats. Now we're underway. Players are ready.
Okay, cool. All right. We'll just do that from now on. I'll just quiz you on that. You'll be ready for any big quiz. We're going to game number 3 right now. It's 2-0 for UTA. They've been looking really good even when they get scored on first. They're not the worst at the end of the 5 minutes. Can the Fighting Illini now with Walmart Internet be able to get in this series?
Birds on 400 ping. Hopefully that settles in here soon. Hopefully that doesn't affect Illinois. But they're down 2-0. They're gonna need something to go big here.
This is a tough cookie to have to eat. But it looks like Juicy is slowly gaining ground on their ping. It doesn't affect them right now, because it looks like that the Illini have been able to at least move into enemy territory. Problem is what they do once they get there. They're looking like shades of Texas A&M, which is not really what you on your personal profile. Peaceful is going to have to strobe their way out. They're looking for some boost. They will turn early to give the team some time to rotate back.
4:17 to go. NK gonna fire Osho. Off the save, the first minute nearly gone here in game 3. And Juicyberg 1-on-1, the 50 lost wide right. And UTA picks up the first minute off the clock. Hell Monkey Man and the Mavericks of UT Arlington hanging on.
Very promising right now. NK4K and Nava have been your clear front runners for the offensive dynamic duo for the Mavericks, but it's been the consistency that out of random that has been allowing them to be that confident. That's huge for UTA to stay upfield as often as they have. NK4K puts that one off to side. Osho going to be thinking that little whiff of air from behind his exhaust pipe, not murdering him, but that actually turns into a chance. It will roll the ball. NK, they find first blood.
3:35 and UT Arlington back on top here, and it's Osho that's killing the goal line. It's a 1-0 start, and the Mavericks right back to where they started.
All right. Illini's fighting a war on 2 fronts between connections and connections. One to the network, the other one to each other. Haven't really been able to set up some of those key passing plays. They were so quick on the top of their toes whenever they got into the series. But since then, there's been a bit lacking. Osho trying to drill one high, but Nava's going to send this one back the other way.
That's over Berg. 2-0, 3-12. It's Nava makes it 2-0.
That's Nava with the pickup. I think that was Juicy. Juicy would have usually had a pretty good eye on that one, but he's having a tough time out there. So
Ping looks good.
That's not even a ping thing. That ends up just being an overextension. He just wasn't in place.
Bad spot, wrong place, wrong time. It's 2-0, 3:08 to play, and random side bumped off. That challenge, Osho going to find Berg. Couldn't make contact there. Osho again over one defender trying for a dunk. Will set up Peaceful. The goal is no good. Rebound, no one home. It's Nava on the clear.
He doesn't have anything to kind of extend his stay, and he's going to be looking for this midfield boost, but Juicy will get it first. And it's starting to see Illinois at least come awake. But UTA has been eyes wide open for a minute. Peaceful doing what he can. Hoping for a musty. Fantastic pass, but Osho is a bit too far crept up. He gives Juicy a chance to go back to the helm. That's going to be Osho. He's going to test NK here, and Osho! Heck of a way to get one through.
And Ocho going to find the first for Illinois, 2:29, just after the halfway mark. And the Illini back within one.
Solid work by Osho. He was tracking him that entire way, and he'd actually used a lot of boost that first touch, but then when he boosted downward, he was aiming for the 50-50. Fantastic focus! Juicy! He's got the Ethernet plugged in.
He's plugging in. He's going big now for Illinois. He's got the internet hanging on by a needle and thread, but he's got it rolling.
Finally back online in the right way. This is what you want to see. 2-2 and 2:22. First couple have gone to UTA. Illinois, obviously, trying to fight everyone that's coming at them. It doesn't matter if it's built beyond the zeros and ones or if it's the players right in front of them. They'll take on all comers. Illinois trying to be ready for yet another chance. Osho will be on the back line. It's a bit too high. Nava, he's got NK4K right behind him, and they will be able to get this lead back.
UTA back on top again. 2-minute warning. Here in game 3, the Mavericks lead by 1 at 2 minutes to play. And if this one goes south for Illinois, home monkey man, what are the odds you see Illinois extend this series even anything beyond 4?
Man, I feel like if you're seeing this one continue to go sideways against Illinois, it becomes even lesser percentages than what we had in the early portions of game, 4 or 5, just in our previous series. Like, UT Arlington is looking very strong, and even with Illinois starting to level up, we're looking at what, like, still in the low 20s. I mean, if you're looking at 3-0, one of the hardest things to do in rock, best of 7, so you could already put it down to 10.
It's only ever happened 4 times in CCS. It happened once back last summer in Season 3. It happened already once this season. It happened twice 2 seasons ago in the tournament. Akron and California both pulled it off.
It's possible. It exists. It's not a 0, it's a 1. You're going to have a lot of work to be done to make it happen. 70 seconds. Osho on the half flip. Ends up inadvertently passing this one over. NK4K was hoping to get a nice little trampoline off the hood. With 1 minute now official. Random extends this pitch. That's going to go a bit high, but they're causing some chaos on the back line for Illinois.
No, flip reset. Good for 4th. 49 seconds. It's 4-2.
You can do nothing but look. I mean, you Juicy go early, Peaceful. There's just no approach there that's going to work out. He's underneath it. And, I mean, because he's outside of his net, that's probably one of the most awkward positions that you can put yourself in.
It absolutely is. And again, I mean, this tournament, it's unforgiving. You got to be on your A game every single night of this tournament. And Illinois has not been there tonight.
40 seconds to go. Illinois has gotten at least a couple back. And this is unfortunate for them because this is kind of their recovery game after having to basically go ice cold. UTA, I mean, they followed suit. Some good camaraderie in the chat. We'll see if this one bounces at all because with this doubled up lead, they should be able to kind of coast their way as they put pressure all the way into the blue grass.
21 seconds left to go. A random shy to the opposition corner. It's going to fall just through for Peaceful. 15 to go with the 1-goal game.
All right, so a little bit overt. Random couldn't pick up the next possession. He got it away from a teammate, and I think that was NK4K. So when you're making those touches, especially when you're rolling back, you got to be able to have the hand up. Say, I got to get away. Illinois, 15 seconds. I've seen teams do it with 8 or 10. K4K wants to get everyone to jump. Peaceful will be on the front post. He's got a teammate there, but also a player in front of him. That should be able to get it done. They want to keep this one to the corner, all the way to the flag post. Peaceful to Osho. To the backboard, NK4K, he's going to steal this one down. It's going to be Peaceful that keeps it up. He doesn't have any boost, though, so he can't climb the ladder. Everything they need is being stolen by the Mavericks, to include getting the match point. UTA one off from the round of 16.
UTA one win away from their first ever tournament victory. Now lead the ILNI by 3.
Tough scenes for him. Juicy trying to get a hot reset maybe one more time just before we go over to this fourth one. And this, I mean, I think you've had, what, a 4-0 tonight at least? Was there like a few 4-2s?
It's been 4-2s all night.
The 4-2s all night? Man, do we break code right now?
We've had this, I think this is the 6th game of the tournament so far we streamed, and 5 of the 6 have been 4-2s. The other one, I guess 4 of the last 5 have been 4-2s, and there's one 4-0 last time we first started. Now we've had 4 4-2s in a row.
Well, see if maybe recent history starts helping out the Illini. They're going to need some help. But UTA, they're not going to give them a helping hand. They're just going to high-five them down into the deeper waters. The only thing that would really hurt the Mavericks at this point would be for more of that communication to break down. You saw a couple of cracks form in the armor, but nothing that wasn't able to be cleaned up at least by UT Arlington. Still, though, with the Illini omnipresent and accounted for, feels like they kind of put a long leash on Peaceful, and Peaceful needs to start using that as best as he can.
Yeah, the last 3-0 holes, the last 3 3-0 holes I've seen have all gone to Game 6. I've seen teams try to start this reverse sweep and get to Game 7. They came dang close, but Game 6, man, as you've seen it, I mean, it's brutal. It's one of those games where if you win it and really win it in big fashion, things can start to shift the momentum for a reverse to happen, and anything can happen. We'll have to wait and see how Illinois can attack here from Game 4 and on.
See, that's exactly why I look at Neo Tokyo and I just see the gatekeeper, because it is just a guardian from the good teams and the great teams. Something has to break, and if you're going to be that great team, you really got to show it out. Everything from there is honest work, and that's exactly what's happening right now. This is a dead even matchup after getting everything squared away, connections and all. Osho will chase this out, and he's going to set it up over to Juicy, trying to give him a confidence boost. That's backboard, but NK is always there.
Keep in mind, UTA swept Illinois back in week 1 and now have won 6 consecutive straight games against this Illinois roster.
Just diffing them right now. Team that was able to put Penn State away after losing to them. One of their only 2 series losses in the regular season. The other one, Boilermakers, and they were hoping for maybe a rematch. Go all Big Ten out there. UTA had different designs in mind. Random Shy, he doesn't get a demo, but he gets a big bump. Nava's trying to chase it. Wouldn't leave that boost for his teammate. Random with a nice little chip shot. Oh, swing and a miss though for Nava.
2:37 to go, and his conference realignment wreaks havoc across the country. I mean, UTA is not going to have Grand Canyon a part of the WAC anymore, as they move on to the Mountain West this coming year in the fall.
That's probably going to be great news for them. They did not like having to play either of the Grand Canyons, be it white or proper. So if it's not GCU, this team is looking unbeatable. Someone will go smack dab high. They will crisscross. Osho looking for a redirect. Doesn't, as that ends up landing on the face of Juicy, but they're hoping to kind of land one shot. It's only going to take us one single goal. Oh, he sticks around. Peaceful looking for the throat, and he will get there. UTA sees this one go the way of the Illini.
And that one just sails through. It's Peaceful to put Illinois on top by 1. A minute 58, 1-0 for Illinois.
Be able to start walking. You got to take the first step. Illinois has dipped their toes forward, but they've got to keep inching in. Peaceful, that's a nice setup, but unfortunately, Juicy cannot get it to that nose. Osho, be good and honest chase. And Juicy actually ran away from boost. I think he was thinking that was going to come over for a passing play. But UTA, every time they go into these deficits, they eventually come out the other side with the lead.
Juicy Berg, double, no good, NK. Off the save, a minute 30, NK. Still in control, lost possession, back for Osho, back for Nava, return to sender. And again, UT Arlington gonna trail here, trying to find their way back to equilibrium.
Great read, knowing that he was gonna play in a very possessive way off of that dribble. Juicy trying to play high. Peaceful on the nose, trying to go 1 versus 3. It's a 1-on-1 at the very end of the thing. You have Nava trying to wait it out as he brings it to the floor. Whose patience can be better? Illinois has time on their side, and UTA is still need their first one here in game 4.
Peaceful watching that one there for random shy. 48 seconds. Juicy were lost possession. I mean, I don't. When he turns his card, it feels like his, oh, he's lagging bad. He can't control his turns.
Dude is always spinning. He's got the gears turning. He's got the wheels going up. Peaceful. This man is kind of that killer ace. Oh, what a back pass. This one goes side to middle to side again. NK4K, maybe that is exactly where they wanted it. Look at the NK4K will step up to the plate. 20 seconds to go. Nava, they've got maybe one last chance. Peaceful, he's looking for boost. He's going to have a huge boom, just aiming for control. Nava on the 50-50. That's going to go sky and down. That might put it away. Peaceful makes sure it does. We are guaranteed, after 6 more seconds, game number 5.
Now UTA is going to score. Just watch. You jinxed them.
Maybe. Possibly.
Watch.
It's 11:47 here on the East Coast.
1 second left.
They're going to have to blitz for a score if they're really going to send it. They're not giving to. Random Shy goes high. He's slapped in the face. You know what? My jinxes might happen whenever I'm in the chat. But when I'm in the booth, we keep them to a nice calm rare. So we will be going game 5. Does 4-2 happen yet again? That means Neo Tokyo could be visited for the 4th or 5th time tonight. But UTA doesn't see this series ended just now.
Wait and see. Well, do you cook your jinxes medium well, or how do you cook your jinxes?
No, we go a fair medium. Okay, all right. You got to have some good juice to them. You know what? So, I mean, it's clear as daylight, or really clear as mud. Illinois is just able to gut check this one, and finally UTA bends, and that cuts down their losing streak finally.
Finally does they get a game, and he's on 600 ping. If you saw that at the end there, hopefully he's good to continue here. As again, they really don't have any other choice but to continue.
I think that's probably just when they rotate between lobbies. I don't think that's anything to be scared of right now.
Also, check again. Also tabbed out or something.
Or it's 5-12. I don't know what he's doing on that. Go Juicy!
Go! He's on 600 ping. My goodness.
Oh my God! He is living yesterday. He's not even in the match right now.
He's struggling.
All right, he's coming back. He was downloading hacks. Okay, here we go.
He's downloading aimbot.
He's putting spikes on his car as fast as he can. My God, Juicy's on a different planet. All right, regardless, we're in game number 5. And UTA just needs one. Sometimes, though, that game nation is the hardest to be able to get done.
It absolutely is, and you hate to see an internet, ruin this, but hopefully Illinois can keep fighting and make this competitive, which they did last game. These games have been close. It's not like it's been bad, but Nava finds the opener. 4:12 to go.
Nava turns right back around. He gets 2 to bite. What a fake out and the floor pinch. Oh, wow. Now that's a signature setup right there.
4:12 remaining. Here in game 5, Random Side wants one more. It's cleared by Osho. 1 minute off the clock here in Illinois. Trying to just find their way to game 6, and if they can get to game 7, but it all starts with winning here on game 5 first.
Remember, they took that first step, but to really truly start walking, you got to have a couple. Otherwise, you're just leaning forward and you're doing like power squats. Juicy's going to ride this one up the level. Leave his teammate over that big boost. Peaceful trying for yet another one. And Juicy will go to the opposite side of the pitch. Peaceful is just hoping to force UTA to stretch this field a bit more laterally so that he can get his teammates to kind of open up that middle lane. There's no one in the other corner. So every time they kind of 50-50 off that ball, they're having to go after it themselves, but UTA is in a great pocket position.
They're in control too, so it's a good news for the Mavericks. As he shot there from Random Shot. Good, 2-0.
Fantastic look. I mean, the tracking here, Osho was trying to just contend as best as he could underneath NK4K. There's no boost, so he had to jump, get high, go for the touch, but ultimately he had him dead to rights on the goal line.
That he did, and it's on to 2-0 start here for game number 5, and this one still sitting at 2-0, and it just has not gone good for Illinois.
Oh. This is feeling a lot like the Winthrop matchups earlier. Very kind of tightly contested and very kind of narrow margins. Oh my God. That's not what you want to see if you're Illinois. Not at all.
This Juicy Bird just gets 50 there, and it's a third.
80 plus miles an hour. That, you know, ends up combined 2 hands, 1 between each opponent. Less than 3 minutes. Mavericks are on another level, and Illinois just trying to kind of gain their footing. Tough scenes for them right now here in Salty Shallows, but with clock still here to tick, it's not completely done with. Peaceful, he's gonna get a drop from the pocket. This is a loose ball play. Illinois could not contain. I'm sorry, UTA could not.
Here's one. 2:32. It's Peaceful again on the strike for Illinois, and now they're just down by 2, half the game to go. See if they can find a way to strike back here.
Gonna take some extra efforts here. Obviously, Illinois, they know that it's up against them. And oh my gosh, wow, that one looked like it should have been random. He was on the chase. He had a teammate that was pressed up with him, comes up just a little bit sideways, and then the extra effort just kind of goes completely off guard. So Peaceful overcommits, not a lot of boost. They give a lot of earnest effort over to Juicy. Juicy's going to be late as Nava was able to do it much faster. Osho hoping to work this corner, but we're sub 2 minutes. Just enough time if you're able to find a couple.
Illinois 500 ping pace back to good now, but Illinois back in front. Double commit, couldn't get that one to sail through. Minute 45 to play. UTA leads by 2. Nava over 1. 1 defender to beat. Osho's alone. Can't make this save. It's 4-1.
You love the adjustment and the attempt, but he had too many options to have to deal with. Nava sees Osho facing his net, and that is a tough placement. He had to dodge NK 4K. He got a touch to it, but as soon as it was slapped, he couldn't undo the momentum on that shot. So right back in the worst case scenario, 1-4 at the 1-4 mark. 95 seconds. Illinois, can they sneak another one in? It's been so tough to do here, Nation.
It really has been. In a minute 25 to go, Illinois has to find a way to claw back with 3 goals in minute 20. A goal every just south of 30 seconds. They get a bump in the goal line. Random shy, a big save. Final minute approaching every 20 seconds or so. They got to score. There's one.
Great second setup. As it random hit it high, Juicy on that turn, they did not think that he would do it in such close quarters. Nava did not have the time to be able to jump from the outside position of that near side post. So drilling it down, getting one with plenty of time on the clock to get 2. I keep saying plenty, but it's taken a lot of bleeding to be able to get through these precious seconds. Peaceful with the set to Osho, but they just can't get it to each other.
1 minute remaining. This could be the last minute of Illinois' season. Here in season 6, if Peaceful and crew can't go big with 50 to go, and now NK off the ceiling. I feel like one more goal for UTA is the for sure dagger here in this tournament.
40 seconds. They're going to have Nava just to get a quick backflip, and yet he's unfazed, completely focused in. This is going to be a free shot. They're going more for the players than they are for the ball. And that just swings the gate open of opportunity for UTA.
That might be the dagger. 32 seconds. That's not. That might be. That is the dagger. 32 seconds. 5-2. That should be it.
Yeah, the score every basically 10. It's been tough for them to do that every minute and 10. Juicy, he's gonna put a fireball at least nearby. The Fighting Illini, they put the dukes up. Felt like it just came up a bit short. They had a kind of stutter start after game number 2. Peaceful, maybe looking for one last gasp of air, trying to see what they can get. But UTA hasn't given up much at all. This series is going to go the way of the Mavericks. They're going to get their first tournament dub. That one bang off the post. That pretty much defines what this series was for the Illinois.
Well, what a season it was for Illinois, and they'll be back in the fall to compete for more. But that's going to be it for Illinois and UT Arlington. Going to move on in the Midwest Regionals. Your 5 seed, they'll take on number 1 Akron next.
Whew. What a gift.
Right?
We're gonna get some big veteran gameplay, but hey, you know what? Good combination. Juicy says last goal wins.
That's going to wrap it up. And UTA going to move on. I'm going to go to a break. When we come back, it's NAU and Cal Poly. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys after the break.
The gang.